everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I'm your host, Darian.
I'm your other host, Landon.
Today, we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got other, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been?
Yeah, I can't believe you have the balls to ask me that after the night I've just had. Um,
Well, that I guess that answers my question. I've been fine. I'm kidding.
that's good. I mean, nothing big deal. It's just freezing cold outside. During winter time, 6 o'clock is or 7 o'clock is practically midnight.
Sure,
Um,
practically.
but I've been doing okay. Just had to change a tire. No big deal. That I even couldn't even finish doing. I mean, didn't even mention because one of the bolts were stripped. So
Oh,
yeah. So I'm having a blast. But
okay.
we I guess we'll get into it in a minute later, so I won't really mention that. But I've been doing okay.
All right.
I've had better days. How about you?
It's been pretty good week. Um, I ain't really much else to say. I mean, there's trailers that dropped. Some of them we're not going to talk about most of them today because like the Fallout trailer. That's not really what we talk about on here. But that was. Did you see that trailer?
I did not. I didn't know they came out with the Fallout
How did
trailer.
you?
Oh,
I
I did. See,
literally.
I saw it. I saw it. I remember
I'm gonna
now.
say I literally sent it.
Yeah. Well, Darren, you have all people should know. Sometimes you see me things I don't watch them at all.
I guess.
I give you like, hey, that's cool. Bye.
Yeah. Jeez. Um. But yeah, that came out. It was pretty cool. A lot of Deadpool 3 set photos this week. I actually just found a few new ones I'm about to send you as we're talking right now. Um. The first one's my favorite. Um. And yeah, a lot of news too. There was a Marvel thing that came out. I don't know if it was last week or this week. I think it was last week. Um, for the Agatha show, and I didn't put it on here because it's not really a trailer, so it's kind of like a behind the scenes thing. But that did happen. We're not really gonna touch on it because they didn't really
Mhm.
give much information anyway.
Yeah.
Um, other than it takes place, well, a lot of it seemed like Agatha was still under Wanda's brainwash, or like, oh, she was still wearing some of the clothes that she wore in WandaVision in the
Yeah.
trailers. So it seems like she'll be trying to break out of the spell,
I
I
get
guess.
you.
Um, but yeah, we got a lot of news, so we should probably go ahead and get on into all of that.
All right. Yeah. Let's get into it. So, yeah, this is going to be our longest episode for a good. It's been a
Well,
hot minute.
it depends on how long it takes to talk about all this, but this is a lot of stuff.
Hey, I gave you my solution earlier. Yep.
Yeah, and no,
Bye.
that's a very uninteresting podcast to
Hey,
start.
let's get through it. Because as far as I'm
Um,
concerned, you
you're
don't got
gonna
to
get
work.
tired of me saying the words according to Daniel RPK or according to Can We Get Some Toast in this episode.
You want to make it a drinking game?
Yes, take a shot every time I say according to somebody.
You'll be dying before we even get to DC news, I guess.
Yeah, you'll also die during the DC news. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and on into this. Here we go. According to Can We Get Some Toast, Doctor Doom will most likely not appear in the Fantastic Four movie. He will have a small cameo at best.
Oh, wow.
Um, that's fair.
Yeah,
I guess you
fair.
don't need to bring him in immediately.
I mean, look,
Bring him in the second one. Galactus is the villain of the first one, so I mean,
which is kind of weird because you think they'd want to do Galactus later.
yeah. They're setting
No,
him up now for it to do him later.
don't say that. But
You literally just said you think they'd want to do Galactus now. So and I just changed one word.
yeah,
Now you're saying don't say that.
don't say it that way. Look, I can say it, but you don't say it that way. But I mean, hey, I'm cool with that. Just as long as Doom's great, that's all I care about.
We
You
should be
know,
getting the casting news for that as
I
well
know
too.
if it gets
Fantastic
the
Four.
casting news faster, I'll take it.
Um, according to rumors, though, Cillian Murphy is being eyed to play Doctor Doom in the MCU. So Oppenheimer,
Hey, I'm okay
Scarecrow
with
from the Dark Knight trilogy.
the Destroyer of Worlds coming to destroy a world.
I saw, and this kind of brings back to when we were talking about Fallout a second ago and Oppenheimer. Someone said that Fallout is actually the sequel to Oppenheimer. That's what Oppenheimer was talking about.
No, someone said
I'm like,
that.
oh, like it
Hey,
is.
it thought of it that way.
Um, yeah, this reminded me of that. Yeah, Cillian Murphy as Doctor Doom.
I like that. I hope that's what it is.
Mhm. Sorry, I was gonna sip of water.
Oh,
But that is that's the rumor. All right. Marvel Studios has reportedly now hired Michael Waldron to write Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. Rumor is that the writer of Loki season 2 is also going to be present in the writer's room during the writing of these movies. Um, Michael
no,
Waldron wrote Multiverse of Madness and Loki season 1.
no, I know there was some rumors about Sam Raimi coming aboard.
Well, that would be my next piece of news.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll let you go on with that then.
Well, first off, writer of Multiverse of Madness and Loki season 1, and the writer of Loki season 2 joining in as well. Um, right. I feel like that's smart. Michael Waldron, even though a lot of people don't like Multiverse of Madness, um, Michael Waldron also did create the lore of the multiverse for the MCU.
Oh yeah,
Like he wrote the whole Kang, like He Who Remains speech in Loki season 1 and all that.
that was a good speech.
Yeah. So he's writing that. A lot of people are mad. A lot of people are happy. I'm I'm fine with it. I mean, if the writer of Loki season 2 is there, I'm definitely fine with it because that's who needed to be there.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, we don't know who a director is, but there is an idea, but it's a toss up, and that's what I'll talk about next. According to Daniel RPK,
oh, there's one.
yeah, Doctor Strange 3 is an early development at Marvel Studios. According to him, Marvel wants Sam Raimi back to direct, but since he's being considered to direct Secret Wars, he may be forced to choose between the two films.
No, he should do
And
both.
knowing Sam Raimi, I think he would choose Doctor Strange instead.
I, that's not what I want. Though.
Yeah, but you're not Sam Raimi's.
I know. I'm not. I know. I'm not. I'm not the lord of all films. I guess,
That's
but
Christopher Nolan.
that's no. It's Zack Snyder.
Shut up.
Uh, now, I mean, I'm cool with whatever as long as I get Sam Raimi back in a Marvel movie. I don't care.
That's fair. Um, Impromptu piece of news. According to Can We Get Some Toast on Instagram, they said, "What if the Avengers assembled in 1602, the episode of What If Season 2, will be a mix of magic and steampunk? The villain of the episode will be Empress Hela with the 1602 destroyer and her army of yellow jacket soldiers."
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, could be good. I'm interested.
Yeah, I love the book, so but that doesn't sound like anything like the books. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway,
definitely. That's why I was a little confused. I was like, all right, we'll see how this goes.
well, in the book, the Fantastic Four are like a big part of it. They're not
Mm.
in the MCU. Excuse me. Okay. According to Daniel RPK, most of the rumored Marvel Studios special presentations are being shelved for now due to them underperforming on Disney Plus. The Witches Road special is still set to be released, but will be quote handled differently.
Well, how is something like that handled differently?
I don't know.
Like, what marketing differently? Will it premiere
Maybe.
to like ABC or Freeform?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's that, which is unfortunate. I mean, like the special presentations are some of the best Marvel stuff, and like not me. I like. There's so many people that don't even know about them.
I know the Christmas special, Werewolf by Night. That's the only two right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, missing a major one.
Um. Yeah, that's unfortunate. No more special presentations for a while. Um. Okay. Let's see. The Spider-Man Noir series is officially moving forward at Prime Video, which is a live action series.
Yeah,
And Steve Lightfoot is set to be the showrunner. Steve Lightfoot is the guy who wrote and produced The Punisher
Okay.
on Netflix and Narcos and Hannibal.
I heard Narcos is really good.
Yeah, so he's the showrunner of the Spider-Man Noir series.
So yeah, might be pretty good.
And I do believe there was another name, an ad. I mean, an ad. I'm opening an article. Hang on.
I was, I was gonna say,
Um,
yeah.
the series is written and executive produced by Oren Uziel from something. I don't know what he's done. Oren Uziel. He's done Cloverfield Paradox, uh, a lot of Cloverfield movies, and he did the Mortal Kombat movie. Let's see, and Lightfoot. Okay, there's only two names in it right now, but it's not going to be Peter Parker. We know that in the
Yeah.
show.
Well, is this not gonna be Peter Parker, or is he like not like the
It's
main character?
not. It's not Peter Parker.
Huh. I wonder who it could be then. Trying to
I
think if
have no
there was
idea.
like some type of thing where it was someone else, but
Yeah.
someone's coming.
Um. But yeah, that's that. Okay, I'm excited for that show by the way, especially on Prime Video. Prime Video knows how to do the superhero stuff.
I honestly, maybe a hot take, but I'm actually probably more interested in the Silk show.
I don't know anything about her, so but Spider-Man Noir sounds cool. It's literally based
Well,
on
that might have to be a bit because I don't know much about Silk either. Um,
well, Spider-Man Noir. All I know is like Spider-Man in the 1920s or 30s.
yeah. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, it's great, but I kind of know what to expect. Silk show, I have no idea what to expect from it.
Yeah, we don't even know if
Like,
that's moving forward.
oh yeah, I remember there's some like stuff going on with that right now. I forgot.
According to Daniel RPK, how many is that so far?
That's two.
That's
No,
three. That's three.
oh, three. Okay.
Um, technically, it was when I said according to anybody's name. That's when you take a shot. But there's a lot of Daniel RPK in this one. Um, according to Daniel RPK, Wonder Man and Vision Quest will both be limited series, so only one season. We know that they said that they were going to start not doing that anymore. I guess these will be limited series. And I'm guessing Vision Quest is also going to be under the Spotlight thing because I don't see how it would play into the overall story.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I know we know Wonder Man is, but Vision Quest. All right. But since Vision Quest is expected to start filming next year. So yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely have to see more with that show. That's like definitely what we know least about.
Yeah. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios reportedly wants Thor 5 to have a darker tone compared to the two previous Thor films, as they look for directors with more serious tones. That's in quotes. Gareth Edwards is one of the directors they're looking at for Thor 5. Gareth Edwards made a movie recently that a lot of people like called The Creator.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that
he also
movie.
made Rogue One, a Star Wars story. He made a Godzilla movie. Um, and is that all he's directed? He's directed 8 things. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which is really good. The Creator, Godzilla, and okay. Yeah, that's basically all the big stuff. But yeah, he's being eyed to do Thor 5. Thoughts?
Hey, I mean, hey, I like. I heard nothing but good things about that creator movie. So I mean, I'm down for it.
Yeah, and I think it's smart to give Thor a darker tone. Anyway, we already know Chris Hemsworth said he's not gonna come back to Thor unless they can change him.
Oh yeah. I wanted to be at least a smooth like because thing is I feel like Ragnarok was almost just a hardcore just
Yeah,
turn of character. I was like, I hope it's more or less like a I don't know.
I want it to be like the first two films, that kind of tone.
All right, first two films, but like I like the first Thor film a lot. I don't think it's as bad. I don't like Thor Dark World, but definitely a more serious tone. I think is definitely needed.
Yeah, yeah, 4-5. All right. According to Daniel RPK, the project centered around Nova, which was originally going to be a limited series, is now being reworked as a feature film. Now, I found out about this news from an account that I don't recognize, and they posted it with the source of Daniel RPK. So I didn't see that. I didn't see it from a reputable account that I follow, but I'm just gonna take their word for it. But still, just huge grain of salt on really everything, but this even more. I don't
Gotcha.
know. I don't know if
It's,
they're telling
take
the
this
truth.
his word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nova movie instead of it's just a series. I can't even speak. Um, thoughts? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I mean, I think that work. I mean, I'd rather have that than a show.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Deadpool 3 information real quick. According to Can We Get Some Toast? Deadpool 3 is rumored to feature a parody portal scene reminiscent of the one scene in Endgame.
I,
It's gonna be
I'm
just all day. Let me lay it out for you right now. It's gonna be all Deadpools that are coming through
give
these portals.
give it to me. Come on,
It's gonna be just all Deadpools coming through the portal.
it's just all Deadpool.
All the
No,
Deadpool
none of
villains.
it help.
They all just like suck.
They all just suck. All right, I ain't cool with it.
Um but yeah, kind of portals joke, Deadpool 3. All right. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel and Sony are considering finding another director to make Spider-Man 4. Now, this doesn't mean they said there's still a chance that John Watts is um, will be
To,
chosen again.
yeah.
But apparently, a potential candidate is Drew Goddard, and Drew Goddard was tasked with making this the Amazing Spider-Man Universe Sinister Six movie, whenever that was supposed to be happening. And he was
Yeah.
also tapped to make first Homecoming, but that never happened either.
Mhm.
Um,
Anything he has made that we can base it off of?
um, okay, so he produced the movie The Martian with
Okay, well, that's a good movie.
he wrote the 2011 Cabin in the Woods movie.
Never.
Um, he was a producer on 35 episodes of the show Lost,
Okay.
and he produced a movie called Bad Times at the El Royale. Oh wait, he also produced 39 episodes of Daredevil
Oh, that's good.
and The Defenders and 10 Cloverfield Lane, The Good Place. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good show. Okay. So some hope. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Apparently he's being eyed to direct Spider-Man 4. He's also worked on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel. He's worked with Joss Whedon a lot.
Okay.
All right. Um, yeah. Okay, we got an update on Jonathan Majors.
Okay. Good news.
Well, let me read this article. Opening statements began on Monday in the official criminal trial against actor Jonathan Majors, accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. He arrived at New York criminal court around 9:30 a.m. wearing a long coat and beret. Classic John, am I right? Sorry.
What?
I don't know. Every
Okay.
time I see a picture of him out public, he's always wearing a long coat.
Classic John.
Majors entered the lower Manhattan courtroom at 10:05 a.m. with a Bible in hand. He greeted friends and family in attendance, including his new partner, Megan Good, with a kiss on the cheek. Blah, blah. Alleged dispute in Manhattan. Actor who's pleaded not guilty, faces 3 remaining charges of misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment. Another charge of strangulation has been dropped. He faces up to a year in jail if convicted. The prosecutor, so judge, or I mean the lawyer that's with his ex-girlfriend, began by offering details on the events that led to Major's arrest. He said on March 25th, Majors and Jabari took a private car service after midnight from a Brooklyn party to their Chelsea apartment. The prosecutor said the couple, who met in 2021 on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, had been together for 2 years and had discussed marriage and kids. He said this was a serious relationship. On the night of the incident, Jabari saw a text message on his phone from a woman named Cleopatra that read, "Wish I was kissing you right now." Jabari allegedly took the phone out of his hands to see who sent the message. Perez asserted that Majors then began grabbing the right side of Jabari's body and prying her finger off the phone to retrieve it. The prosecutor said this caused bruising, swelling, and substantial pain. Perez said he intended to cause Grace Jabari physical injury, and in fact, he did cause her physical injury. Majors does not deny that a text message from another woman sparked the alleged altercation, but Majors' criminal defense lawyer Priya Chaudhry alleges that it was Jabari who assaulted Majors, ripping two buttons off his coat and tearing the pocket with her bare hands, and not the other way around. After they parted ways, Jabari ran into three strangers on the street who invited her to go to a club. He went to, quote, block out the experience, Perez told jurors. Meanwhile, Majors had checked into a hotel room and ended their relationship through a text message. Jabari later returned to Major's apartment, called him multiple times, 32 times, according to Chaudhry, before taking two sleeping pills. He went back to the residence the following morning, where he allegedly found her on the floor of the closet. Said, out of concern, called the police for her mental state. She was unconscious and had, in text messages, threatened suicide. Jabari was initially hesitant, but eventually told officers that she had sustained injuries from Majors, who was subsequently arrested. She was taken to the hospital to receive treatment for wounds. Let's see. He was arrested on October 26th and charged. She was arrested on October 26th and charged with assault and criminal mischief. But the Manhattan District Attorney's Office declined to prosecute the case against Jabari because it lacks prosecutorial merit. Let's see. The trial is expected to last 2 weeks, and it will include testimony from Jabari and potentially the driver of the private vehicle where the altercation took place, a medical professional, and the three strangers that Jabari met on the street. Let's see. Looking just to see if there's anything. Okay, and then they try to bring up their relationship and how apparently he manipulated her affectionately or something. I don't know. Yeah. Apparently Majors had threatened suicide to control her actions in the past. What? Jeez.
So there's a lot of he said, she said type thing. Good God, this is
Yeah,
such a this case aggravates me because it's
it
like
keeps going. Like, I'm not going to read the rest. I mean, Jonathan Majors told the jurors the relationship history of Majors and Jabari had nothing to do with what happened in the car. Um, they go through. Chaudhry said this. I'll end it with this. Mr. Major's lifetime of hard work was coming to fruition, and his career seemed unstoppable until he ended his relationship with Jabari, and she made these false allegations. This is a man who spent 30 years working hard to get to where he was on March 25th, a man with the world at his fingertips. This is a case about the end of a relationship, not about a crime, at least not one that Mr. Majors committed. In revenge, she made these false allegations to ruin Mr. Majors and take away everything he spent his life working for. In this nightmare for him, is what she ended.
man, that's a way to end it all. I
Yeah,
mean,
so we'll see. 2 weeks, we'll find out.
so yeah, so 2 weeks they're gonna reveal.
Yeah, well, it'll be the end
Uh,
of the trial.
now, what's the has not the RPK, but has anyone kind of come out and said what Disney is planning to do if you
Well, the
know?
only information we have is they're not planning to recast, but if he does end up going to jail, they have to either recast or just get rid of Kang. But they're not going to. They're already too deep in with Kang, so it's probably just recast. Maybe. But there was also a rumor going around that he signed a contract that said only he could play Kang and no one else could play the role.
Give me that. Only I can
So,
do it. No,
well, no, Marvel made that for him.
Marvel made that. Ooh,
So, and they can't really go back on that.
yeah.
So
Breach
yeah,
contract. And then when we talk about another Jonathan Majors case,
yeah, but yeah, that's that. Oof.
yeah, big oof.
Um, okay, here we go. Bruce Campbell. Every Snyder fan's ears perked up when I said that. They're like a
Why? Why?
dog. They're like a dog when I say want a treat. Just,
Wait, why do I hate Bruce
Bruce.
Campbell?
No, I said every Sam Raimi fan's ears perked
Oh,
up.
I think Snyder fan. I was like,
No,
why would Snyder fan hate
no.
Bruce Campbell?
Maybe I did say Snyder. I meant Sam Raimi if I said Snyder. Um, but yeah, Bruce Campbell says that the character he played in Multiverse of Madness, Pizza Papa, and the character is in the Raimi trilogy that he played are the same character throughout the multiverse. And apparently, he's been in talks with Marvel recently about getting to find out who that character really is. The multiversal Mysterio. I don't know.
What do you mean, Bruce?
I don't know. Bruce is over here. He's over here yapping again.
Hey, let him yap away, please.
Well, yeah. So it's a little bit of information in there for you. I mean, who do you think? I know everyone's thinking it's Mysterio.
that that would be. I mean, hey, that's the dream right there.
I
I
mean,
don't
is
know.
that what you?
I mean, that's what I would like. Anyways, it would bother me though. You think it wouldn't, but it would because it almost makes me like real. It's gonna make me want it more. If he's all like, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, I'm playing the same guy from the same Raimi Spider-Man movies. It's like, okay, then where's my Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4? Give
Oh my
me
god,
that movie.
it's not gonna happen.
That's the problem. But whatever.
Uh, yeah. According to Daniel RPK, Daphne Keene will reportedly return as Laura Kinney slash X-23 in Deadpool 3. A little girl from Logan, uh,
Hey,
coming
I
back in
like that.
Deadpool 3. I love Logan. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I do too.
Um, yeah, I mean, that's your thoughts on that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I loved her in Logan, so it'd be cool to have her come back as like an alternate Wolverine
Yeah,
or actually.
yeah. Okay, what's next? Deadpool 3 set photos. Let's talk about that. So let me go ahead and say this now. Spoilers, if any of you care about that. These are set photos, though. Don't give away anything too big. Other than Sabretooth is in the movie. I'm putting the photos up on the screen now for people who haven't seen it in editing. I'll do that. Some Sabretooth action. Um, there's been some car pictures today.
Is it the same guy from the movies?
Yeah, looks like it.
That's great.
Um, we saw some pictures today of the cupcake van from Moon Knight. But all like souped up. And then also Red Skull's car, but it's also all kind of souped up. So it looks like they have some kind of Mad Max type thing going on in the void.
I I mean that sounds like the one of the best combinations I've ever heard in my life of Mad Max and Marvel. Uh, yeah, I'm signed up for that all the way.
There's also a couple photos of Wolverine and Deadpool together, and one of them's Wolverine with two swords stabbed through him.
When do you
Those are
think
a
we
few
get?
pictures.
Because that's like that's all I want to see.
What? Huh?
The trailer to this.
It won't be until like later on next year, some before July.
You think
So I
February?
think of March.
April, May, June. Yeah, yeah, I forget how many months there are. Okay, fine. I guess we'll go with March. March makes sense.
Yeah. But they also posted an official photo today of a dog pool licking Wade's face.
Yeah, I love it. That dog is gonna be like the best thing ever.
Yeah, we'll be for all of all of you out there who are like, you guys haven't reacted to the X-Men movies or Deadpool movies. Um, that is coming next year. I'm
Just
just
wait.
as long as they don't delay the movie again. I have the schedule ready.
Yeah, we're
But
ready.
yeah. Also Toad apparently was spotted on set for the film as well.
No set photo for him though, correct?
No. But yeah. And then final piece of Marvel news. Managed to get through it quicker than I thought. According to Daniel RPK, a series titled Adventures into Fear is in the works at Marvel Studios, and Adventure into Fear happens to be the comic series that debuted the character known as the Man Thing.
He's a giant size though.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, we mean maybe it should be.
Yeah, Adventures into Fear. So we might get some more Ted and the werewolf's name? Jack. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ted and Jack stuff going on.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
it. Give me everything they got. More Ted, more man thing. I want it.
Yeah. Landon wants that giant sized man thing.
I want that giant size. Dang right I do. I'm proud of it.
Um yeah, but that's the end of the Marvel news.
Man, we are getting through that fast.
Yeah. We have 6 minutes left. I have time to talk about this first piece of news here. But first, commercial.
Enjoy.
Now I know I can control the anger.
Bruce,
Well, I get angry and I get into trouble.
trouble?
I break stuff. But it takes a lot for me to lose control.
Thank you, Bruce. Edward? Obviously, we have more work to do.
All right, we're back from the commercial.
Welcome.
Where's it at? Oh God, lost it. Oh God, no. Hang on. Oh, I found it. Okay. James Gunn posted on Threads about this because you've seen all these people like when are you gonna announce the casting of Batman? When are you gonna announce this? When are you gonna announce that? And like all these rumors going around that this person's gonna be playing Batman or stuff like that. There was one that just went around
I
recently.
don't think I've ever seen so much rumors for a movie in my life.
Yeah. James Gunn had to come out and say, I get asked about rumors of various actors being cast in various roles every day. Just a blanket rule to keep in mind while assessing whether these rumors have any truth to them. 99% of the time, they're false. He said, we are never going to cast roles without scripts. So if it's written, then it'll cast. If it's still in the writing phase, like Batman is, it's not, no one's being cast in the roles,
Yeah.
which is smart because you don't write a character to be like a certain actor.
You right.
You hold on. You write the character the way they need to be, and then you find the actor that can do that.
You
Not
can
write the character for that certain actor.
exactly.
Yeah. It makes it more like accurate to the character. But yeah, that's that. That was interesting to talk about. I have time to talk about this next one. He also shut down. There's a rumor going around. Someone said the Waller series was canceled due to WB budget stuff. He said that, he said it's BS. That's what he said.
There you go.
He said that it is still being written, and so that kind of does confirm that might not be out next year. And yeah, also WB doesn't control any of this stuff, so
Yeah. So I don't know. Again, it's like if you're gonna come with a rumor, have some like logic behind it at least. Something that just makes sense.
yeah,
Like, oh yeah, see how this would happen.
yeah. He also came out, and I believe we have enough time to say this in 3 minutes and 35 seconds. He came out and said that I don't know why he had to say it because I feel like it was pretty obvious. But he said that no, not all DC games are going to be canon to the DCU. I feel like that's pretty obvious. I don't
Yeah.
know, but he still had to come out and say it because people kept asking him.
Yeah.
Now some people are like, oh, thank God, not every DC game is going to be a DCU game, and I'm like, I thought this was
Well,
already established.
I know when it first was kind of going around that, not that it was going to happen, but it was they were going to be more connected than ever, or something like that. I don't know what the exact phrasing was, but it did sound like that, where it was like, oh, okay. So somehow this, well, I'll just use the Suicide Squad game for example. Oh, this is somehow connected to Superman Legacy, or something like that. But
Yeah, no, it's art. Rocksteady will do their own things or whatever. I mean, it'd be cool if Rocksteady did make a DCU game, but
yeah,
yeah, they'll do their own things. There'll still be random DC games to be made, and like some of them sometimes will be like a DCU game, and you'll have the same actors voicing their characters, which would be cool.
it does sound cool.
But yeah, I don't have time to talk about any more news right now. But well, actually, we got 2 minutes. I got time to talk about one more. Hold on. According to Daniel RPK, the rumor still is that Kurt Russell is playing Jor-El in Superman Legacy, but he's going to look deeper into it because he's not 100% sure on.
What was that one Snyder fan say? He's like, "Oh, great, another follower,
Another
fatherless."
absentee father. Like, who wants to tell him that this dude blew up?
Yeah,
Do I have time to talk about this next one? I do. According to Daniel RPK, Superman Legacy will film from March to July in Atlanta. They are currently casting the roles of the Doctor, which is a member of the Authority, Jack Hawksmoor, which is another member of the Authority. He's the guy who gets his powers from cities. Steve Lombard, Mom Pa Kent, and minor roles from the Daily Planet, government officials, and metropolitan residents. Yeah, that's the end of the DC news.
well, hey, it's pretty quick, pretty good.
All right, in less than a minute, I'm gonna call it for this one. So
Sure.
we'll be right back.
Will do.
All right, we're back. Let's talk about other. The section that I didn't know what to call it, so I just said other. It's all the boys related. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's go ahead and only three things actually. But trailer, we got the first trailer for The Boys season 4. Comes out next year. No date yet. But now I've seen Gen V. Landon hasn't, but that's something that we have on the review list for next year. I think it's like the third thing we review next year. First two being What If, and then Echo,
Yeah,
and then Gen V will be after that. But so luckily there was nothing in this trailer that really gave away the big story points of Gen V. There's a few references I noticed visually. But you just watched the trailer. I watched it when it came out yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was.
yeah, it was about 2 days ago. That's about right.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So, let's get on into that. The Boys season 4. We literally reviewed season 3 not that long ago. When it was like what,
About
October?
was it October? I think it was a bit like November.
I want to say it was October.
October seems way too late. Or sorry, way too early, I mean. I feel like it was November.
Well, let's fact check this right now. Sorry, I was in a Fall Guys game while we're doing this, so it distracted me. View channel. Let's go to videos. Oh, I don't know how I got this so wrong, but we literally posted a video 12 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. My whole timeline's mixed up.
And man,
But we literally just so then we literally just finished The Boys season 3. So we knew what happened there. Now we're on to season 4. What do you think of the trailer? So, or thoughts going into the trailer, I guess.
Um, well, obviously I love the first 2 seasons a bunch. I mean, I was ready to see especially with the teaser posters we saw, with like Homelander looking up into the sky with like a bunch of balloons, confetti, and all that. You
Yeah,
know, showing everybody sees him as like a hero, and now you have this.
yeah,
So it's just like, I mean, I don't.
yeah. You gotta when we watch Gen V, you're gonna have a lot of moments where you're just like, oh my God, like the
I know
stuff they're
exactly
setting
what.
up,
Yeah.
the stuff they're setting up for the series through that show is insane.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure it's a big plot point in this season, so that's why we definitely gotta get on that before season 4 drops. But yeah, so it starts off. We have a narration by a new character named Sister Sage. Um, she's apparently the new leader of the or new CEO of Vault or leader of the Seven. I don't remember. I know they talked about it before. Um, she's talking with Homelander about how all these people worship him, and if he decides to kill them all, then who will worship him then?
Yeah.
And she's telling him basically like be like Caesar. And yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. It seems starting off. We have the Starlight's followers or whatever versus
Homeland.
the Homelander people, yeah. And
Whatever the heck they're called.
the home I don't know what they're called. And there it's like a whole like civil war basically. It's really reminding me of Civil War,
Oh yeah.
like with what's going on. We also see a glimpse of a new hero. Her name is Firecracker. No, Firecracker. Maybe
Fireburst.
no
Or
Firecracker. She's in like this red, white, and blue outfit. Um, and she's got some kind of like conspiracy theory podcast or something. She's like a big character in it. Um, see some shots. It's basically Homelander is starting to control everything, and see some Starlight in there. We don't see much Huey.
oh yeah. I mean, I don't remember seeing him at all in the
No, I
trailer.
think we saw him once. Um, that's it, huh? It's interesting. So anyway, I don't remember what happens. I don't remember the exact order of things. I just remember what happened. Get some butcher stuff going on. We found out at the end of last season that he's sick. He's dying. He's got 12 months to live. And based off Gen V, you already know about this, so I'll go ahead and say it. In Gen V, the idea gets brought up of a soup virus, the one that can infect soups and kill them, and it gets rid of their powers as well. Um, and Butcher knows about it.
Hmm.
So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a big thing. But he's also dying, so I bet that's like his whole thing this season is trying to find that before he dies. So I guess maybe I don't know.
Sounds about
Uh,
right. I don't know. It's pretty cool to see Butcher like on edge trying to rush to get something done.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's really cool.
yeah.
And let's see, trying to I feel like I'm forgetting. All right, so I got the trailer put up here. Um, let's see, we get some stuff in here. Homelander. There's a Gen V little Easter egg in one of these shots. We get a shot of the Singer Newman campaign, which was set up at the end of the finale last season. She's that girl can people's heads is running for vice president.
Yeah.
And then we got Deep touching aquarium glass with the octopus in there. He's probably feeling some kind of way about that. It's probably the octopus he had in the bag that he was with during Hero Gasm.
Oh yes. Yes. had in the bag, like like he got a date with. What do you mean?
No, he was in a plastic in the
Oh,
grocery
was it
bag.
really?
He was running out.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I remember now. Yes, it was in a plastic bag. He carried it out with him.
Yeah. There's some shots of Kimiko and Frenchie. Um, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I don't know what character he's playing, but he's in there. I'll get a shot of a musical about Queen Maeve. So it looks like they're doing a play on Rogers the musical.
I mean,
Um,
hey, anything with Rogers the musical, I'm down for. That's a parody of it.
um, we get a shot of Black Noir. Um, he's back. So the public didn't know that he was killed by Homelander, so they made a replacement. And I mean, you can imagine how Homelander would feel about that.
He's very very pissed at the moment.
Yeah. Get a shot of a new character splitting into two. He can what's it called? When someone can create
Multiple.
other multiply. Yeah, his character multiplying. He's multiplying into two. And he's played by another supernatural actor. There's two new supernatural actors in this trailer: Jeffrey Dean Morgan and this guy Rob Benedict. Who Rob Benedict in Supernatural played God. Just
Huh.
God himself was in the show. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan played the main brother's dad. You get some mother's milk, seeing something absolutely disgusting like he does every season. We get a shot of Butcher and like a zoom in of his forehead and a vein, what you think is a vein, starts moving like a worm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I'm not going to repeat what's said in this scene, but um, something about something being crushed,
Well, here,
and
here, what were you say?
I mean, you can. It's a family-friendly show.
Oh yeah. Well, when I get kicked off.
I mean, I have that power. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Uh, no, I just won't say it. Won't risk it.
That's that. Homelander screams and flies off at one point. That was kind of scary. A-Train picks up a vial of hair at one point, which I thought was weird. And then we also get a shot of Ryan killing a man, throwing him into a wall and splattering him. And
Yeah,
then
I don't know, that was like my favorite part of the trailer. I hate him doing it, but it was just like holy. I mean, he just
yeah,
tosses him.
yeah. And then we get a shot of Jeffrey D. Morgan's character and Butcher in a little area, office area, sitting down talking. And he says, "What's the name of your team? And little team you got?" And he says, "The Boys." He said, "Who came up with that name?" And it
He's
said,
like,
"The Boys season 4 coming soon," with a shot at the end of Homelander covered in blood. And he smiles, and that was the end. Good
yeah.
Lord.
Oh yeah, good trailer.
I wonder if this trailer is going to end up being better. Season. I think the seasons get better as they go on.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if the season's going to be better. Curious.
Hey, I mean, so
I don't know. Every time they release new trailers for the show, the marketing leading up to it is always so hype.
oh yeah,
It's oh my god, everyone gets excited. And yeah, they posted something which goes along with this trailer that I was gonna read. Um, let me find it here. There it is. They posted, now that the season 4 teaser is out, let's recap what we know, shall we? Homelander standing trial and taking a splatter paint class. One of those statements is true. That was the first thing.
huh.
Um, it's he's standing trial for killing the guy at the end of the last season. Butcher has 6 months to live and still knows about that virus being cooked at Godalkin. So it's been Vista. Newman is closer than ever to changing her title from Congresswoman to VP, Vice President. Sage and Firecracker, which are the two new characters in this, are two of the most dangerous soups you'll ever meet. And let's just leave it at that for now. Deep hasn't changed one bit. MM is still the team's rock, just with less beard. Somehow Noir has returned. They made a freaking Star Wars reference in that last one with the somehow Palpatine returned. thing, like that was from the Rise of Skywalker that everyone made memes about. But now this is somehow Noir has returned. Oh my god. Yeah. We also know from leaks that a character named Web Weaver is going to be in this season. And Web Weaver was never in the comics. He was mentioned one time in a comic book, in one of the books. And he's the boys' version of Spider-Man.
How nasty is this guy gonna be?
Probably awful.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be super
He
gross.
called the only reference was they were looking for the Web Weaver, and the guy said the Thwipster himself, and that was his only mention.
Hmm.
The Thwipster. Yeah, that's the Boys season 4 trailer coming out next year. Um, he's also the description of it says the world is on the brink. Victoria Newman is closer than ever to the Oval Office and under the muscly thumb of Homelander, who's consolidating his power. It seems like Homelander's building an army, which is kind of touched on in Gen V as well. Butcher, with only months to live, has lost Becca's son as well as his job as the boys' leader. The rest of the team are fed up with his lies. With the stakes higher than ever, they have to find a way to work together and save the world before it's too late. Yep. 2024. Yeah, let's rate The Boys season 4 official teaser trailer. It's a teaser trailer. Out of 5.
I mean, like the idea, like want to give it a 5 because season 3 was really, really good. I know this is gonna be good. Um, I'm kind of on a 4 on this, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's
For,
bad. I really think it's
for
bad.
a teaser trailer, I think I want to see some more Huey, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird the absence of Huey. I wonder if that's for a reason.
Maybe. I'll give it a 4.5.
Happened to Huey that's like very detrimental, so we even see it.
Yeah. But
So
apparently this season some major people are going to be dying. I'm like, no.
Huey, I mean, like Lord,
Homelander, hopefully. No, they're not killing Homelander this season.
yeah, they'll kill him. What next?
They'll kill him in the final season.
Oh, so
Uh-huh.
so the Homelander gonna be there the whole time.
Probably. Yeah.
No,
Because he's the big villain of the boys. Once he's gone, there's literally no antagonist. Like comics and this. But yeah. All right. And we have one last piece of other news here, which is the Boys spinoff, The Boys Mexico, is officially in the works at Amazon. By the way, I'm pretty sure that's a play on is it Narcos? Where Narcos has a show called Narcos Mexico.
yeah, I think it does. So what is this all about?
We don't know. It's something to do with Mexico.
Like,
But it's in the works. Diego Luna, so the guy who played Andor in Star Wars, and Gail Garcia Bernal, so Werewolf by Night, will executive produce and might star in this series. And guess who's writing it?
yeah.
All right,
Uh,
Gareth Janet Alcocer will write the series, and he is the writer of Blue Beetle.
yes. So it
So
will.
yeah, so yeah, some information there. We don't know what it's about, but it's probably nothing good.
Uh,
Um, it's probably I meant nothing good as in like what happens in it will be
yeah, I was
nothing.
about to say.
Not like it's gonna be probably gonna be good.
I assumed you can't buy that. I was like, I'm just gonna assume he means like, oh, this is
Yeah.
this is something no good.
But that's the end of the other news. Oh, excuse me. On to L Gaming.
So you want to get to the shortest one off
Yeah.
pretty quick?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, me and Landon, got to play Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We beat Suicide Squad, the Alpha that was out. We beat Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, closed Alpha. We have a lot of non-disclosure thoughts but we cannot share them with you.
Yeah.
So we can't even tell you if we liked it or not, or if we hated it, or if it was just mad. We can't even say any of that. We just, I just that. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we can get. That's it. Moving on.
It sucks, but whatever.
Now let's talk about leaks for Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Miller, that guy we used to talk about Avenger stuff all the time, and now he's back. Let me tell you, I almost cried. Right. He recognizes us from the Avengers days. Our account. We'll reply to him, and I messaged, and I was like, "This is reminding me of the Miller Avengers era," and I'd made like a thing. I was like sad or whatever, and he responded, and he was like, "We're so back, comic book burrito. We're back." And I'm like, he remembers us.
He remembers us pestering him with any leaks.
Yeah. And he's replied to a few of my replies that I put on there too. So we got an in with him.
Yeah.
Let me pull his account up here and we'll talk about some of the stuff he's been saying. He still got Avengers as a thumbnail or cover.
That's where he started.
Yeah. So Jason Isaacs is playing the terrifying and iconic DC Comics villain Brainiac in the game. So is the voice actor for Brainiac. Miller said there's a plot leak going around that's completely false. But he does confirm that one of the post-launch DLC characters will be Katana. And Killer Croc, which he already teased, I think. The whole leak that we talked about a long time ago about the whole Flashpoint thing, he says this is not real.
That's good.
Let's see. He says Bateson's Luthor. So somebody named with last name Bateson is voicing Luthor. Apparently he's voicing him, and apparently he is a revelation. Miller says, I hope major story spoilers don't leak because there are plenty of twists and turns. He said he's fine being the exclusives guy.
The exclusive.
Yeah, giving exclusive scoops. He says there are around 58,000 lines of dialogue in the alpha alone. Or in the alpha client. He said he's only 10% through. He's heard all the cutscenes. Some great performances. Standouts are Lex Luthor and Amanda Waller. Nolan North plays Superman, according to him.
Yeah, and the Penguin.
And Penguin, yeah. He's been Penguin for a while. He also teases that there's a shot from, I think this is Ice Age, The Incredibles, a Frozone using like the Frozen like slide thing to move around like the city. He like forms the giant like slide underneath him and slides around. I don't know how to explain this. But apparently there's an ice character showing up in Suicide Squad who has that traversal.
I'm trying to think of who well, I mean, Freeze is obviously my biggest.
Probably Captain Cold or Killer Frost.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, that sounds more like a Captain Cold type deal.
Yeah. He posted a thing, and it said it's a bunch of emojis. One of them is a red diamond. One of them is a shark, one's a boomerang, and one's a bullseye. So that's your members, right? It's Harley, King Shark, Boomerang, and Deadshot.
Yeah.
But then there are others. One is a clown emoji. One of them is a cold face emoji. One of them is a gun emoji, or a water pistol, actually. But there's no gun emojis. It's probably supposed to be a gun. Scales, like scales you see in like a courtroom. An alligator and the Japanese flag, which is katana. He says the scales are not who you think, by the way, which everyone thought was Two-Face. It's not Two-Face. He said it's almost an original character.
He clarifies they showed up in a comic one time.
He said it's a character from the comics, but they're barely a thing and have been given a totally new interpretation. And there's this character called the Judge. And I think it might be that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, Miller says in the replies, someone said Joker, Killer Frost, Peacemaker, Deathstroke, Killer Croc, and Katana. And he said that's 4 out of 6. So Tana and Killer Croc, we know that's two of them. So two out of these ones: Joker, Killer Frost, Peacemaker, Deathstroke. Two
Not
of
joke.
those, two of those are in it. I don't think it's going to be Joker. Joker's dead. Deathstroke, Peacemaker, 100%, and Killer Frost. That's mine.
I can Deathstroke makes sense because we were talking about this hinted towards. I mean, this was Suicide Squad games been hinted towards since Arkham Origins, and that
That's
was
true.
Death in prison
Yeah.
with a caller. So that's definitely happening.
Apparently, that list is incomplete of all those DLC characters. Assuming the game goes as far as they're planning, there will be more. And he says they've actually been pretty upfront about releasing new narrative and characters and free updates post-launch. No idea where the rumor came from that they won't be releasing characters. Apparently, it's a rumor. Poison Ivy is alive, apparently.
Oh,
Well, that's in the trailer, though. We see that a shot of her plants flying up through the ground. Um, someone asked, "Do the DLCs come with heroes to fight?" And he said, "I don't actually know for sure yet, but one would assume so." Um,
they should.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I hope
like
we get a Black Manta Aquaman DLC. And I'm pretty sure that's it. He says the first two are in a similar state of development from what he's observed, which isn't everything, but they're the farthest along. Between them, I believe I've got the order down, but mostly for circumstantial reasons. The next two are in comparable states. No idea of the order of release. Excuse me.
yeah, makes sense.
There are 12 or more post-launch characters apparently being planned at the moment.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, Bloodsport's also one that could be in the game. Yeah, that's some of Miller's stuff.
Yeah. All good news, luckily.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't talk about how the game is, but I will say, I mean, like, all of this sounds exciting. So, I mean, why is
Yes, sir.
GTA 7? Why is GTA 7 trending? Sorry.
Because GTA 6 is done and over with now, I guess.
I'm waiting for the GTA 7 trailer now.
Yeah, no, I wait 12 years for, or 10 years.
Oh,
Now, I do apologize if I'm not saying much about this. I'm just trying to keep my just trying to keep myself in check so I don't say nothing.
yeah.
I don't let something slip out, which you could edit, I guess, but I'm saving you the trouble.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Let me look at what's next. Okay. Speaking of Miller, he has teased a sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, please.
He posted a GIF of from the end credit scene of Guardians 1 of Baby Groot in the pot dancing with Drax beside him. And that was it. That was all the context. And someone said, "What is it? You know something?" And he said everything. Um,
It's just a Groot and Drax game coming.
other people are hyped. Someone said Guardians game sequel, and someone said it's a prequel, is what this person replied with. I don't know who this is though. A prequel. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
How would you do a prequel? Oh, well, I guess one of them all meeting. They haven't. They met. They're already a team when the game starts.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I guess a Thanos action in there.
Not even like he's like barely in the game.
Yeah.
Not even like a villain.
Then again, he also might actually. This might not be a Guardians tease. Now that I think about it, unfortunately, this might be a Poison Ivy tease. Because he did say check earlier in my Twitter feed, because he teased something about Poison Ivy, and this is on here, and this could be Poison Ivy being rebirthed or whatever.
Ah.
So it could go either of the two ways.
Well, that probably that probably makes the most sense.
But
I'm like really sad because I wanted to be
yeah.
I wanted to be a Guardians sequel.
But we'll see. If it's Suicide Squad related, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I have my theories, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, and then finally, Got some MK1 news here. Ed Boon, or as his name said on a pop-up on the screen during his interview, Ed Boom. Boom. That's what it said. Ed Boom.
Someone spelled it Ed Boom.
Yeah. He showed up and he was talking about. They revealed a trailer for Quan Chi, which is crazy enough. The next Mortal Kombat DLC that is releasing in 1 to 2 weeks, which is completely crazy. I didn't expect it to be that quick. But the next one after him will be Peacemaker in January or February, and he gave us a little bit of insight. We got our first look at him at the end of the Quan Chi trailer, and his voice it was John Cena. Maximilian dude did not like it.
Why did he not?
He didn't watch Peacemaker. He said he watched the Suicide Squad. He said it just seems boring to him. He said all Peacemaker is a dude, bro.
Yeah, but that's what makes him funny.
Yeah. And Ed Boon came out and gave us a few hints about how some of his gameplay. He mentioned the dance that he does at the beginning of the intro to that show. So I think that might be a taunt in the game.
Do you really want to taste it? Oh yeah.
Or that's his like intro into the match. That'd be cool. Or exit. That could be his outro thing too. He also revealed, and this is my favorite part, one of the gameplay mechanics in the game will be Eagly. I guess.
Oh, it's just okay. I was about to like lead on to something like Eagly does, so that's cool.
Yeah. So Eagly is going to be in it as well. And yeah, that's all the information we have right now. But we'll probably get a trailer for him in the next month or so. Yeah. That surprisingly is the end of the news.
Yeah, that's every. Hey, we're just that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that with that we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. So thank you all so much for joining us for this one. This week there's no extra beef. There's a live stream though. You need to tune in. Listen. You need to tune in on Thursday at hang on. At at 7:30. No, 7 o'clock probably, because that's probably when I'll go live.
Might watch a pre video beforehand just to make sure everything's looking all right.
Yeah, we can do that. But 7 o'clock definitely, because we have to have the beginning a little bit before to talk about everything. So yeah, that is happening. Game Awards stream. You need to tune in. It'll be fun. React to stuff. They reveal Sly Cooper 5. Let's see the greatest reaction in this entire channel ever.
Yeah, which will happen, I guess.
Yes. I'll bring this. When it happens, I'm gonna whip out some champagne and just start spraying everywhere.
I guess I have to buy it then.
Oh, you mean I got money?
Gonna buy it?
It's probably expensive, so no.
I'll just buy the cheapest champagne, I guess. I don't know.
We'll just do water. Some Coke. We'll get some Coke and just
get some Coca-Mentos.
Yeah. Yeah, tune into the Game Awards stream. It's fun. If you haven't already, go check out our extra beef from last week where we did our predictions and our voting for the Game Awards. Got good news for all you people who watch me play Alan Wake 2. The old gods of Asgard are going to be there, so we get to react to. Planning is here for the first time.
First time, never heard of it.
I probably recommend you. They're probably going to play the short version because the song's 11 minutes long.
Yeah.
So you should probably listen to the actual song first. So you get all the good stuff because they're probably not gonna have everything in this one. Because it switches different genres throughout the song. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so we get to hear that again. That was my favorite part of that game.
Apparently, a lot of people's favorite part. I mean, apparently it's great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I believe that's everything. I haven't been doing any streams. I was kind of holding off on that. I thought about playing one game, but really, I don't know if I'll stream anymore this until next year. Just kind of having a break on that.
I'm just gonna keep silence. Keep-
Yeah. Don't even tell if anyone when you joke Spider-Man.
Look,
Never gonna happen.
well, the thing is, I had look. I have a good excuse to stop.
No, wait.
Well,
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because I messaged you. Actually, I think I messaged you and deleted it because I was like, no, I'll give him time. I was I had said, yeah, I
good
wonder
time.
what our listeners are thinking. They're sitting here waiting for Landon to do his Marvel Spider-Man 2 stream, and you said you do. You promised.
I even betted my spot on the show for.
Exactly. So get out.
All right,
It's over.
I will, but I am being serious though. Well, I guess
No,
we are
no.
recording Monday night. You will be hearing this, so I will be streaming here. I will be. I ain't gonna say a date, but I will be doing it here this week. I will say that.
Just yeah, sure. Okay.
I am confident with that because the
I
thing is,
am
I told you. I already told you this. I'm in the middle of a move right now. It's not, and plus I'm getting a new internet thing. So what a perfect time to do it. So
excuses.
hey, I'm just doing.
Excuses.
I'm just doing what's. Hey, I'm building us a podcast room, dummy.
Oh,
So
I gotta edit that out. They don't know that
oh
yet.
yeah, spoiler alert. Oh, see, good thing I didn't say nothing during Suicide Squad.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just gonna put a bleep over that.
I wonder how
I'm.
they.
I hope gotta edit that out.
Hey, I am. You're what?
Um. Okay. But with that though, we are gonna go and get out of here. So if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404, or Instagram at the Comic Burrito _ official. Or on Facebook at the Comic Book Burrito _official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all platforms. Come over and bash me, I guess, for not streaming Spider-Man yet.
Yep. And with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, and we'll see you guys on Thursday, 7 p.m. on YouTube, live. Burrito reacting to the Game Awards 2023, where Alan Wake 2 is gonna destroy everything. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go.
I don't know. I didn't know how to respond to that. I was like, yeah, man.
Well, I was trying to bash on Spider-Man for
Oh, well,
and Starfield, but it's not even up there for Game of the Year.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Game of the Generations over the Game of the Year contender.
Yeah. With that though, we are finally gonna get out of here, and we will see you guys on Thursday. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior.